Hey guys, what is up, and welcome back to another episode of Mazaj with Ace Attorney Investigations. In the last episode, we examined the stage area at the stadium, and we found out that Olbag was a witness. Oh god, not Olbag, please not Olbag. But we were able to discover that the killer and the victim were both wearing costumes. And so, Olbag's whole testimony is just kind of like a whole bag of lies. And also, Lance just came waltzing onto the scene. And now we're kicked out, so we're just gonna try our best and investigate elsewhere. Let's get going. March 13th, 2:34 p.m. Wild Wild West area.
Looks like we got the boot again.
With Lance safe, the focus of the investigation will shift solely onto the murder.
You mean the infighting between the kidnappers?
Yes, and also the identity of the remaining kidnapper.
Ernest.
Tell me it's true! Tell me that you really found my boy! Yes, Mr. Romano, we found him earlier in the stadium.
Then my little Lance is unhurt?
He's not exactly the picture of perfect health, but his life is not in danger. He's being questioned right now by Agent Lang.
Poor Lance. It must have been so horrible for him. Locked up like a... Oh...
Miles, my boy, I can't thank you enough. It was nothing. I am still in shock over what happened to Oliver. But I have to say, I'm relieved that Lance is alright. Oh, that's right. I mustn't forget to pass this on to Lance as soon as the police are finished with him. A letter? Ah, the way Lance is being chased after by women reminds me of someone I know. I almost can't believe he received yet another love letter, you know. Here, take a look for yourself. Isn't this a breach of confidentiality? It's a very simple love letter.
Oh? Hey, let me see. That's really weird. It's from a loan company. Tender lender. Looks like a collection bill to me.
Your beloved Viola. Nope. We are staying far away from that. Nope, wait. I want to talk to Lauren, not you, Ernest.
He loves me not. He loves me not. Oh, that's the 12th one. No, you can't give up, Lauren. Just one more try.
Excuse me, but I can't help but feel a bit sorry for all the flowers you've gone through.
I suppose. If they were me, then.
I believe you said that you were Lance's girlfriend when we first met, correct?
Yes, I am, but... Oh, it's not like we both think of each other as lovers. But he did give me this ring, so I guess we're not just friends either. I mean, because this isn't just any ordinary ring. It's a ring pop. It tastes so sweet when you lick it. Ah, it's so wonderful.
You mean to tell me that he gave you a ring pop?
So which is it? Have you guys not decided if you're going out, or is it just one-sided?
Decided? Shouldn't the parties involved just naturally just know?
My father used to work for Mr. Amano, and so Lance and I grew up together. I said it out loud.
I don't see how that's anything to be embarrassed about. Just realized that my gain is way up high. So your father was an employee of the Amano group? What did he do?
I heard his job was to fly around the world on Pegasus.
Pegasus?
Oh, Pegasus was the name of the airplane. The airplane belonged to the company. You had me there for a second. But now, it's all changed. My father, he isn't around anymore. Oh, I see. About 10 years ago, he rode in Pegasus off somewhere and never returned.
Riding Pegasus to whereabouts unknown. Sounds like the stuff legends are made of.
It's been so long. I don't think I'd recognize him if we were to ever meet again. I'm so sorry, Lauren. But I won't give in to the sadness. I have to live. Yes, Lauren, live!
About this incident?
Incident? But isn't the kidnapping already over and dealt with? I've been here the whole time, so I'm afraid I don't know much about any other incident.
How did you come to know that Lance had been kidnapped?
Oh, that's because of my woman's intuition.
You based everything on that?
I know everything when it comes to my Lance. It's really strange. It really must be destiny. She started fantasizing again. So what are you gonna do now, Mr. Edgeworth?
We already established that there's a good chance that the killer is the other kidnapper. It's my duty to figure out who this other person is. I believe there is one location that might hold a clue or two. The obvious location is the kidnapper's hideout.
But we're still not allowed in, remember?
Agent Lang and his men should already be done with this area. In that case, there should be no harm in asking that officer over there to let us in. I suppose I'll just have to deal with this impasse for now. That's the wrong one. This one. What do you have to report? Sir, nothing unusual or out of the ordinary, sir. Where have I heard such redundancy before? Is it possible for you to let us take a look around inside? Sir! Roger, sir! That was surprisingly hassle-free. Are you certain? Didn't Agent Lang order you not to allow me in? Sir, that's true, sir, but... Detective Gumshoe asked me personally to let you in, sir, and I couldn't refuse a request from him.
Wow, looks like Detective Gumshoe has a following.
Furthermore, I was asked to give this document to you, sir. What is this? The man in this picture. Isn't this Mr. Oliver Deacon?
But the name here says Colin Deveray.
That's the same name as the one that's on the back of the pendant. It appears that Colin Deveray was his real name. What's this? He was convicted in a case 10 years ago and sent to prison.
What? Then what was he doing here?
Apparently, he broke out of jail and then just vanished. He must have become Oliver Deacon to cover up the fact that he was an escaped felon.
Now I'm not sure what's going on anymore.
Is there some sort of link between the victim's past and this current case? These police documents are rather detailed. I should take the time to give them a thorough read-through eventually. It's fine. Let's focus on one thing at a time, starting with the kidnapper's hideout.
Yeah, I agree. We should investigate first, think later.
More than thinking things through, I think you should try remembering things first. Now then, if you could please unlock the door, officer. It was locked up until a little while ago, but since then the door has been wide open, sir. I'm not sure I follow what it is you're saying. Care to explain in a bit more detail? Sir, the door was locked down tight when they went to check out the room. So they got about 10 officers to help out and break the door down, sir. I see. I guess that means I get Agent Lang's leftovers. Well, let's see what we find. March 13th, 2:55 p.m., Kidnapper's Hideout. So this is where the kidnappers planned their foul deed.
While you were tied up for a while in the room next door.
Kay, please, must you bring that up again? Now then, down to business. There might still be some clues left in this room. Let's try to find out what we can of the other kidnapper's identity. Alright. Cheap styrofoam cups.
Looks like only 3 cups were used.
Folding chairs, and by the looks of it, they were probably used by the kidnappers.
There are 3 chairs set around the table.
I wonder what this key is to.
You got me.
It reminds me of the key we found in the other room.
That's it! This must be the key for one of those trap doors.
That wasn't a trap door. You only call it one because you quite literally jumped into it.
Hey, but isn't that what you're supposed to do when you see one?
I am not having this conversation with you. You unintelligent little
Hey, there's a trap door in this room too.
It's not a trap door, it's an entrance to an underground passage, Kay.
I know that.
The door leading to the outside world was locked, so Lance must have escaped his prison through here. What have we here?
Looks like a sword, a broken sword.
Strange. Why would it be broken like that? Swords don't usually break on their own.
That's true.
Alright then, let's think about it this way. Maybe it broke when someone was trying to use it for or on something. Hypotheticals aren't going to get us anywhere. Perhaps we should think more on this later. What have we here? Ah, shit, it's the broken sword again. I was trying to examine the lock, but this door is thoroughly broken thanks to the police who forced it open. I won't rest until I've inspected every sleeping cranny.
That doorknob handle thingy is looking pretty beat up.
I suppose that's what happens when 10 officers break their way in with brute force.
Hey, that's odd. The lock on this is completely fine. Look, not a single dent.
But how is that possible after what that officer told us?
Yeah, if the lock had been in use when the door was busted down, then the lock itself should be completely wrecked.
So the lock on the door leading to the outside is undamaged. How can that be? Ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-bum. The panel that hid the entrance to the underground is propped up and wide open. Be careful of where you step, Kay.
I only fell into that other opening once, you know.
Logic! The common denominator between the cups and the folding chairs is the number 3. Speaking of which, the number of missing costumes is also 3.
Oh, wait, but I thought there were only 2 kidnappers.
Indeed, something isn't adding up. Literally. Is it possible there is a 3rd kidnapper that Lance didn't see? I would assume this is it. It is a bit strange that the police had to force their way through an unlocked room. One look at the pristine door lock and anyone can see that it was not in use at the time.
But the policeman outside said that it took 10 men to get it open.
A door that was locked tight despite it not being locked at all. It can only be because of this.
Oh, you mean...
Yes, it was used to jam the door. Here, take a look at the door handle. Do you see how the handle is completely destroyed?
So that's how the sword broke.
I thought that we might uncover the true identity of the kidnappers, but instead we've only uncovered more questions that need to be answered. Oh my god! What is it? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, am I correct? What are you doing suddenly popping out of the secret entrance like that? This is an underground passage used by staff members, sir. We Badgers also make use of it in our duties.
Look, why don't you get out of there first and then we'll talk, okay?
I beg your pardon, miss.
Proto-Badger, get! Alright, only one to go!
What are you getting all excited about?
Did you forget? The photo rally, duh! See, look! Now all I have to do is get a picture of the Bad Badger and I'm done!
Ah, yes, I vaguely remember a contest or something of that sort. What? It's gone! But where did it go? What happened? What's wrong? A Bad Badger costume is missing, sir!
Oh, is that all? Well, it's missing because the kidnappers stole it.
I heard about how they were stolen, but they said that only 3 of the costumes have been taken. What? Is he saying that more than 3 of them are gone? Mr. Proto-Badger, please tell me a little more about these costumes you use. What did you mean by a Bad Badger costume is missing? Why, just what I said, sir. We are 1 Bad Badger short. Counting the spares, we have 2 of each costume on hand at all times.
Okay, so because one of them is walking around in the park,
the others should be in that room. Actually, both of them should be in that room.
Huh? What do you mean?
Normally, we don't use Bad Badger costumes. In fact, we only use them during a certain event at a set time each day. It's the stage show where the Bad Badger wreaks havoc around the park, and the other Badgers must work together to apprehend him, sir. I'm speechless that such a show exists. Well, sir, I was just trying to explain to you the only time we use that costume.
Then doesn't that make it near impossible to take a picture of the Bad Badger?
Personally, I can't believe that it's this close to showtime and there's no costume. Oh dear, what am I to do, sir? All this basically means is that kidnappers stole 4 costumes in total.
Then are you saying that there are 4 kidnappers?
No, I don't think that's very likely.
Oh?
Recall the costumes for a minute.
The stolen ones, you mean?
What proves that a 4th kidnapper does not exist? If you had 4 people and you wanted to steal a 4th costume, wouldn't you naturally go for the full set and steal a Pink Badger costume instead?
Yeah, that makes sense.
And yet, the kidnappers decided to steal another Bad Badger. I believe the culprits needed 2 Bad Badger costumes, but the question is, why? logic? Anything? There's only one. This must be where they dispose of old and worn-out costumes.
That's so sad.
It would seem that they throw the costumes away in pieces. The second Bad Badger costume. I believe it may be closer at hand than we think.
What do you mean?
That costume in the trash. Wouldn't you say that it's wearing some very telltale pants?
Hey, you're right! Let's get it out of there and take a look!
As I suspected, it's a Bad Badger costume.
Well, mine is the head.
I won't rest until I've inspected everything. I'm just getting a granny.
Look! Its hand is hurt!
It looks more like something was ripped off it. Is this spot somehow connected to any of the events I hold? I believe what we have here is an inconsistency.
Between what?
Look carefully. Our costume is not holding something in its right hand that it should be.
Oh, the gun!
Precisely. The Bad Badger was designed to always hold a gun in his right hand. However, you there, did you remove the gun from this Bad Badger's right hand?
No, I did not, sir.
The gun is supposed to be securely attached to the costume. As I thought, the rip itself confirms my hypothesis that the gun was forcibly removed. Mr. Proto-Badger, the gun is, of course, not a functioning weapon, correct?
Absolutely not, sir. It's just a model gun. However, it can fire blanks. We need to use them for the stage show.
It seems that our kidnappers also had a need for the model gun, my dear costume friend.
Woo!
I think we're about done with this room.
So what's next?
Well, we found a few answers, but there are still a few things that we have to ask a certain purser about. Let's go, Kay. March 13th, 3:34 p.m. Wild Wild West area.
Mr. Edgewood, sir! You gotta hurry, sir, come on!
What is it, detective?
They found a blue badger costume down in front of the main gate, sir!
What?
Isn't that what one of the kidnappers was wearing? Bingo! That's why you gotta come to the main gate with me right now! If we hurry, we might still be able to get there before Wolfboy does, sir!
Alright, let's make haste to the main gate. Alright. Well, that is it for this episode. I'll see you guys next time. Roll the end card.
Objection! You haven't hit like and subscribe yet! Hold it! You forgot to ring the bell to get notified whenever I upload! Take that! Click here to watch more of my videos! Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye!